right, so we're just gonna start driving. If you've never been to New York, welcome to the hood. Welcome. This is New York City, Queens. All right. If you guys don't know, I'm from New York City. I'm from Harlem, New York, and this is what I do every day. I usually drive for dollars. My neighborhood, Harlem, Bronx, but I have a ton of buyers who are very hungry for properties here in Queens. Queens is becoming extremely gentrified. Well, it's already gentrified, but it's getting there, and a lot of investors want to get their hands in there. So we're gonna do some driving for dollars and see if we can find some ugly cribs here. Let's see what we do. Again, the point of driving for dollars is just to find houses that you as a homeowner wouldn't live in, right? That's what I do when I go drive for dollars. That's the mindset I have. Where are the cribs that me being Ralph, I'll be like, ugh, nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna spend almost $500,000 on that house to live in. So those are the properties that we are currently looking for. Bush weeds, roots messed up. You see, like this property here, that garage. Look at all this forest. It looked like a forest. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna. Good thing about Deal Machine is that you can even tap it from the back. Hey, yo, what did I say? You get tapped from the back. Facts. Oh man, I'm having trouble finding this. Oh, where is it? Oh my lord, did I lose it? This is it right here. Yeah, that is the same property. Look at the garage. All right, so gonna tap it. Oh my lord, what? Dang, this thing is just taking me through the buildings. I lost that lead. Oh, I don't even know where it was. I don't even know where it went. Fuck. All right, but okay, look at this properties. Oh, yeah. So I'll tap it. I'll make sure that the property has the owner info. As you can tell, I tell you, Deal Machine comes with that free skip tracing. I'll just add it to my list. Driving for dollars and then move on. Quick and easy peasy. And this is exactly what I'll do. And there's an app on Deal Machine that allows you to do this in real time as well. Oh man, this was recently sold for how much? Doesn't say. But it was recently sold, 2 weeks ago. Good for them. Good for them. Well, bad for me. Good for them. Right, here's another one that looks crazy. China off market. Let's add that as well. We're looking for properties here. We're looking for them uglies. And if you don't drive for dollars daily, you don't want to succeed as a wholesaler. Actually, that's how I feel. If you do not drive for dollars almost every single day of your life, you are destined to fail as a wholesaler. For sure. For sure. I go to bed. I have a routine that when I wake up, I do some push-ups, clean my bed, clean the crib, get my headspace right, listen to a few, podcasts or whatever. And then I get straight into which way should I go? Into my routine of driving for dollars for the day. For an hour, I drive for dollars in the morning virtually. Then if I don't have any until I have some appointments, usually I make sure I go on some appointments. I'm driving on the same street. Come on, Queens is too big for me to drive down the same street. Let's go. And then after that, I'll get going. I'll make my cold calls, make sure I even though I have a VA, I'll make sure I myself make at least about 100, 150 calls a day. And it's how I close up deals, how I've been locking up deals. I'm going to have a great Christmas. And if you guys want to succeed at that level as well, you guys got to put in that work, put in those hours. Well, unfortunately, while you guys are sleeping, I'm awake driving for dollars 1, 2, 3 in the morning. I'm broke. I can't sleep. So I drive for dollars. That's how I figure. All right. Sorry for the little spiel there, but sometimes, you gotta go motivate you guys a little bit. See, this right here doesn't look bad, but you see those weeds, those trees in that area. You see all of that congestion. It just tells me like, what's going on? I just want to strike up a convo. Let's see if this okay. Then we just strike up a convo. I have no problem calling property owners, getting cursed out at, screamed at, hung up on, because I'm one deal away from changing my whole life. You're one deal away from changing your whole life. And that's the mindset you got to go into this when you're driving for dollars, when you're cold calling. It's success. You're one call away. You're one deal away. Oh, here. Oh, no, that wasn't the property. Okay. See, these trees block these houses. Oh, you see that? You see that paint discoloration there? What's going on with that? Makes me believe that there's other bigger problems. Laura, I'm gonna add you to my list. All right. Look at that. We've only been driving for around, what, 5 minutes or so? I'm not sure how long. But 5 leads already. 5 minutes, 5 leads. That's all it is, man. And when it was warmer here, it still is warm for me to drive my bike. You know, when I do exercise, I still do some driving for dollars. But in the summertime, it's now November. In the summertime, man, I was losing pounds on my bike. Just driving. It's all about driving, man. Look at this house. Nice, big, huge house. I'm gonna add it. I always make sure, especially deal machine, that the property has a skip trace. It's not owned by a company or somebody, you know, that will be reluctant to sell. I always make sure that the property is a property owner, etc. Oh, it tells me right there. I've been driving for 7 minutes. Sorry, guys. On the top left-hand corner, you can see I've been almost a mile in 7 minutes. Come on. Where else are you going to do? You can't even do that physically, drive a mile in 7 minutes. That's like a highway. Here I'm driving through houses and shit. The machine is fire. If you guys, again, don't have it, go ahead and look at the comments below. There's going to be a link for Deal Machine. 7-day free trial. Go ahead, use it. If you use it for 6 days, if you don't like it, just cancel it. No charge to you. See, all you gotta do, you don't even have to be that busy. All it takes is one hand. And you move with your arrows up, down, sideways, like a video game. Yeah, it's not the most entertaining videos, but hey, I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to show you guys how to make money. To show you guys how to close deals when you're broke. This is one way. Again, if you can't pay for Deal Machine, if you don't have money to pay for Deal Machine, $119 a month, go ahead and do this live. Go on Google and do this. You can do this live on Google. Go to the Street View and just go to town. There's also other platforms. I'm not too sure if they allow it, but you know, fuck your excuses is what I'm saying. If you have a job, you can put aside some money every month for a Deal Machine, for a platform that allows you to expand your. I drove down the street, but I missed that one. I drove down the street, but I missed that one. It's all about sacrifice and expanding. If you're out there going to clubs, going to dinners, having a girlfriend, and you're able to spend money every month on BS, you can spend $120 on Deal Machine. Oh, he owns both of them. Okay, let me see. Okay, no. Lifting homes. This one. See? 8 leads in 10 minutes. Come on, guys. What are you doing? What are y'all doing? See here, this tells me this. Look at this. Look at the look at the facade. Look at this. This tells me that the roof definitely hasn't been touched. The entrance, the driveway. Wow, the house next door is boarded up as well. I'm gonna call that one. Ooh, it's my tummy. I'm hungry. But I'm on a fast. I'm always fasting. First meal of the day, 5 o'clock every day. What's this? This one is boarded up too, right? Or am I bugging? Yeah, that's a board. It's definitely a board. When we find boards, we call. Isaac doesn't have a skip tracing. Fuck you, Isaac. Alright. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Oh, what's on the left side? Did I miss anything on the left side? No, those pretty big houses. Pretty big houses. The ones on the right are more ugly, like this one. See that? I didn't say too ugly, but come on. Let's see. I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call. Sometimes, but though, when I won't lie, deal machine does freeze a little bit when you're driving for dollars. So sometimes you just have to reload it, restart it. So I'm gonna keep track of my leads here, and if it does happen to freeze on me or something, I'll just add it to the session that I continued. So, and I'll show you also, stick to the end. I'm gonna show you exactly how you find these leads. You don't want these leads mixed up with your other leads. You always want to separate your leads, and Deal Machine does that for you automatically. If you're driving for dollars, it will separate that lead for you so you can cold call it later. If you're building a list, it will separate those lists accordingly to what you are building of that list. So what your list resembles, it will separate it for you. And I'm going to stick to the end of the video. I'm going to show you exactly how to find your driving for dollars leads on Deal Machine, so that you can give them a call. You can have a driving for dollars session or a foreclosure session. You always want to make sure that you're filtering your day to that specific lead. That's how I make sure I simplify my day. I make sure I'm not giving up brain farts. Today I say, okay, today I'm going to call my expired listings. Today I'm going to call my pre-foreclosures. Well, even though I don't call them, I text pre-foreclosures. Again, I don't call pre-foreclosures because they have hundreds of calls a day. You want to text them, just get their attention through text, because they're never going to pick up your calls. Foreclosures, pre-foreclosures, they're never going to pick up your calls. So I text them. And Deal Machine allows you to separate those leads. So right now I'm driving for dollars. I'm going to call driving for dollars leads later on today, when I get back from my gym session, and that's how it is. That's my everyday routine. There's not a day that goes by that I'm not on my grind, that I'm not looking for deals, hunting for deals, cold calling buyers, cold calling sellers. Every day of this is taking on my life. I've lost friends, lost family, and hey, it happens. It happens when you're on your journey to become better, wealthy, a better person. You're gonna lose people. You're going to lose people. And hey, that means they really weren't meant to be in your life anyway. If they can't appreciate your grind, your struggle, then hopefully we cross paths in the future. I'll dap you up, say what's up. Hopefully you good, family's good, and we keep it pushing. But I'm at the point in my life right now where I don't associate with lazy people. So I have people write into me and on Instagram, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love, all the support. But I don't associate myself with laziness and lazy people. If you are one to get out of bed late, if you don't have a job, if you're always coming up with excuses on what not to make yourself better physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, I'm just not the guy to be around, because I'm gonna tell you, like, bro, what are you doing with your life? People's bodies tell me a lot about them, right? I'm not a physical trainer. Don't have a 10 pack, or I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I can, you know, go to any bodybuilding contest. But I make sure to take care of my body every day. Take time to go to the gym. Take time to think about my day, the progress, and all that. A lot of us are not doing that. You have to reflect. And it starts with your body, It starts with your body. The subconscious people, even when they first meet you, I'm having fun with leader in a minute. These are all beautiful houses. Appearance is everything. When they first meet you, when I first meet someone who's unfortunately fat, I'm not talking about healthy, obese because of health risks. Yes, there are problems with the health that allow others just to be physically big, and it's hard for them to lose weight, but it's hard. Doesn't mean it's impossible, right? But I'm talking about the fat people who choose to stuff their face and be lazy all day and not get money, not be better. Those are the ones I'm talking about. Right? But even if you have health issues, right? There's nothing that exercise can't fix. You're depressed, go work out. You're sad, go work out. Go run a few laps. Go walk around the block. It's nothing that working out, like my boy Andrew Tate. Sorry if you're an Andrew Tate hater. Me, Andrew Tate, I fuck with my guy. I think I drew down. This says I drew down. But with Andrew, he talks about raw action. Oh, this is a nice house. Raw action. Raw action beats everything. Raw action. Raw action meaning, okay, do something. He always uses the analogy, if you're a farmer and there's a drought, what are you gonna do? Just mope around and cry all day that there's a drought? No, do something. Get up and do like a rain dance. All right, rain dance, because it's doing something better than just mopping around doing nothing with your life. And yeah, it's a wild analogy, but I understand it, right? Do something is better than doing nothing. So if you're sad, if you're depressed that you're not making money, or it's your fault, you have to reflect. It's you. What are you doing wrong? How can you better yourself? How can you better yourself? Thank God I found wholesaling, man. I was on a slippery slope. I did not know what I was going to do in my life. I did not know. Found me some wholesaling, and it has just given me new purpose. But you have to face the fact. You have to know that you're going to be rejected a lot. You're going to be hung up on a lot. It's going to be a lot of days that you're going to think about quitting, or you're going to ask yourself, are you doing it right? But if you're consistent, nothing that consistency beats. A lot of us want to be perfect to start doing this, to start making calls. Never going to be perfect. You can watch as many YouTube videos. You can watch me calling as many times as you want. You can turn on the Zach Gin videos. You can turn on whatever you want, your motivational videos. Do whatever you want and listen to it as many times as you want. One thing that's not going to change is someone coming to rescue you and doing the job for you. It's not going to change. All right? So, all right, enough of my spiel, Ralph. Enough of my spiel. Sorry. I'm going to get back to my driving for dollars, but, sometimes you need that kick in the ass. Motivational work. Damn, all this stuff is good. Damn. I always dreamed about one day buying these rundown commercial buildings and building me a storage unit here in New York. So many storage units being built. And knocking that thing down and building something on it. I can't wait to just get my hands on everything. But one thing at a time, I have steps. Gonna get a real estate building and all that good stuff. Come on. But right now I'm developing relationships, so I can't go down there. This shit is crazy. Right now I'm developing relationships, my network. Making sure everything is good. Okay, 14 leads. How old are you? Old lady? Little old lady? Little old lady? Oof, yeah. Nah, it's not bad, little old lady. Before I continue, if you enjoy this content of me driving for dollars and showing you guys how exactly to get your money in wholesaling, go ahead, take a quick pause, like, subscribe, comment, do whatever it is you guys have to do to help me grow this channel. You guys know it means a lot more to me than it ever means to you, so I appreciate every time you support, but I don't ever want to disturb the Driving for Dollars video. Just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up. I appreciate the support. If you haven't liked or subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. Let's get back to it. Okay. Where the uglies at? See how buildings like this, like, come on, man. I can turn this into an apartment unit. I always wanted to. You know, turn something like this and get it booming. Like right now, that right here, this would be great for apartments. Oh, that would be great to knock down and build some units. And that's what's happening a lot in New York City. There are tons of investors coming in, buying up land, vacant land, or old houses, knocking all those houses down together and building up a lot of affordable housing going up, which I appreciate here in New York City. But affordable housing in New York is not affordable housing anymore. If for those non-New Yorkers, for you to have affordable housing and go to those nice units, you have to, like, they're now asking you to make like $150,000, and that's considered like low income in New York. So yeah, that's where we're heading in New York City, where if you're making about $150,000, you're like on that low income range. They consider you not making too much money, and you can get some housing work. I like this block here. This block looks like it needs some work, so we're gonna tally these up, see how much more we can get in about 10 more minutes. Do a half-hour driving for dollars. See what we does here. Oh my god, blurry. I wonder why sometimes they give us those blurry shots. People talking. Okay. And again, I'm sorry for the spiel earlier, guys. Just had to come at you guys. Had a little talk with my nephew. My nephew's 10 years old, but I tell him, man, he's always in his. He's not always, but anytime he goes in his feelings, and I want to do, I'm starting to train him. It's not about what you want to do. It's not about how you feel like what you feel like doing. It's what you have to do. The boy's about to go be in his teenage years soon. Go to high school soon. That weakness gotta go. As men, as people who want to succeed, fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings. You do that and you're gonna succeed. You sad? Fuck it. Gotta get to work. You happy? Fuck it. Still gotta get to work. You depressed? Gotta get to work. Sick? Gotta get to work. Work. Nothing that work can't fix. Ooh, okay. Francisco Bautista. And also the awesome thing about when I call a lot of Spanish speakers, I close deals here because a lot of people speak Espanol. And I'm able to, hey, what's up? You need me? I'm here to buy quick in Espanol. Now, I ain't gonna lie, my Spanish ain't the top, and I'm always trying to work on it. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I am the best Spanish speaker. I am Dominican. I go to DR a lot. I am very proud of being Dominican. I speak it. speak Spanish a ton. But it's just I speak so much English and grew up. It's funny, Spanish was my first language. But then, going to school here all day, you get to speak in English all day, every day. And my mother wanted me to speak English to her so she could get better at speaking English. So I wasn't really able to practice my Spanish too much. But hey, I can communicate very well with the ladies too. You know what I'm saying? When I go to DR, can't sit here on the back chop and be like, I'm a gringo. No. Dime, mi amor. ¿Cómo está? ¿Qué lo que? Háblame de ti. Feel me? All that good stuff. So I have turned that into these sellers. I make sure that if I hear a little accent, I ask them, hey, is it a bit more comfortable for you to speak in English, Spanish? Dime, ¿en cuál manera te hablo? ¿En cuál manera es más cómodo para hablar? And it's a way for me to connect. Remember, building rapport is the number one key here. Can't make low ball offers if you can't build rapport. If you can't make the seller laugh at least once or twice in the call, you being too straight. You gotta laugh. I'm always having a smile on my face when I cold call. I'm always, hey, because they can feel that. You can sense when someone is smiling, when someone is having good energy, even through the phone. You can feel that. You can feel bad energy through the phone. You can feel negative energy through the phone. You can feel positive energy through the phone. And I'd rather give off the positive energy through the phone when I'm there because they can feel it. So if I'm on the phone smiling at them, hey, Miss Tanya, how's it going? Oh, you're at the hospital. What's going on? Are you okay? Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. Is mom okay? Is everything okay with the family? All right. Do you have some time to speak right now? I don't want to be too abrasive. I don't want to speak about business when you are taking. Oh no, I'm okay right now. I'm good. I can speak. All right. So let's talk about the property conditions. Make sure and then you break it down. If they need some time to talk later, I've had people say, "Oh, thank you so much. Give me a call around 4:00 later, and we'll speak." It's true what they say. People like to do business with people they like. They will give you a discount on the property rather than a guy who's just here 500,000. Even if you offered 450,000, they will take your 450 because they know that you're there to help. And we need to be there to help, guys. People in distress situations, we need to be there to help. I've had times that I've made $1,000 on a deal just because this lady's so sweet and I couldn't do anything with it. And I was like, you know what, man, just give me $1,000, bro. Pay for my time, whatever. Of course, it was not deals that I've lasted too much wasting time on, but it was just, everybody could use $1,000. It's gonna be times where you gotta take a smaller assignment fee just to help. Doesn't happen often though. I don't take those 1,000 cuts often. Minimum I need to make on a deal is 10,000 minimum. Because what am I doing this for? If I might as well work a regular job if I'm only closing a deal $5,000 a deal or a month. That's not conducive to my plans for the future. I want the best. Honestly, you're gonna see here. Yes, my motivation. What's my why? Money. Money is my why. My motivation every day is money, to get rich, because I'd rather have money problems than broke problems. I've experienced broke problems. I know what broke problems brings. Broke problems bring nothing but other broke problems. Now, money problems is different. Money problems you can handle. I can handle all problems. Being broke and poor. Now just give me some money. Imagine what I'll do with that. Imagine what I'll do with my problems when I'm rich. Whoa, what the heck is this? Is that the design of the building? Yeah, it looks like a nice property. Jeez, but I'll come in. You know what I'll do? If I was that property owner, I will come in higher and make that black. I will paint that whole house black and just stick out. Oh, I will make that crib nice. Give me black, baby. crib will stick out of that block. Everybody will want that block. Black house. Okay. All right, so we got 20 leads already. Look at that, 20 driving for dollar leads, official leads too. You guys see it? They're not some scrub leads. 20 driving for dollars in 20 minutes. Imagine what you can do when you're awake and those days, I can't sleep. Get your ass up and drive for dollars until you can't, until you're dozing off, and watch your life change. Left to right, left to right, left to right. Looks like it has some cribs. Growing up in the 90s here in 2000s, Harlem, I'm not sure if you guys know about Harlem. Harlem is one of the most up and coming neighborhoods in all of New York. Harlem is one of the most sought after places in all of New York. As homeowners, people want to live in there. It's getting extremely gentrified right now. When I was growing up in Harlem, New York was a place that no child should have been raised. Harlem, New York was at one time up there, top 10 murder places, like in the eastern of the United States. It was terrible. I've seen bodies, of course. I've seen people doing heroin right in front of me, crack, anything you can think of. I've seen shootouts, I've seen people being stabbed, I've seen kids getting jumped, I've seen people getting robbed, almost everything, right? And nobody really thought about investing in Harlem. My mother used to get letters in the mail almost weekly saying, buy this townhouse, brownstone, whatever you want to call it. Buy this townhouse, $100,000, $5,000 down, $200 a month, But these townhouses during this time, during the 90s and 2000s of Harlem, were all crack ridden, right? These were places where dealers will have their users come and stay there and use their dope so that you don't have to leave and come back and buy more. This is what dealers would do. Dealers would give a home to dealers. Will be 50 people in there just shooting up, and the dealer will be right outside ready for the next re-up for whoever is to sell, who's ready for their next high. So all these houses were filled of drugs and crackheads and just things that people didn't want to buy. Common folk did not see the potential in just buying one. If you would have bought one in the 90s, one townhouse in Harlem in the 90s or 2000s for that price, 100,000 or so, you would have been a multi-millionaire right now. Those same townhouses around my neighborhood where I grew up, where I've seen people get stabbed, where I've seen people get shot, are going for about, you can't find one for about less than, torn down, if you find one full of crack, $1.5 million for that crack townhouse. Fix it, put another million in there to fix it, $500,000, and then you can walk away with about another $1 million, $2 million profit selling it for $3-4 million bucks. Because there's a lot of high net worth individuals who are moving to New York, especially Harlem, because of its history, because of its charm. Harlem is beautiful. It has wide streets, beautiful houses, beautiful townhouses, buildings, and it's close to everything. And if you're in Harlem, you're close to every train station, rivers on both sides. Harlem is beautiful now. It was always beautiful. I love Harlem. I always said I'm gonna name my kid Harlem, but hey. And that's what real estate, that's what the game of real estate offers. At one point, a neighborhood can be shitty. You can see dead bodies all over the place. Crack being used, drugs being used, heroin, everything. And then in 10, 15 years, that same neighborhood, those same buildings, that same building I walked by where I've seen people get stabbed in front of, is now a beautiful single family home with a family of 5 white people living in there. When I was growing up, there was no white folks in Harlem. I don't mean that to be racist or egregious. I'm not. I love them all. But there was no white folks in Harlem. Not one. Not one. You did not. The only time I interacted with white folk when I was growing up was when I played baseball. I was on a good baseball team, and we traveled all around New York City, all around the United States, called it a travel team, and I played baseball, and that's where I got my first taste of interacting with someone who wasn't black, Spanish, or Asian. And I realized, I'm like, oh shit, it's a bigger world out there. I learned that early. I was fortunate to be good at baseball and learn that shit early. That interaction, networking is key. Being with those folks, I was invited places I've never, or neither of my friends were ever invited to. Boats, I was on a boat having with my white friends at 15 years old. My boys never knew what a boat looked like in person. And building your network is your net worth. So, but back to my tangent, real estate is everything. I've got into real estate and it has changed my life. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep at it. I want one more lead before I go. I need one more. I need to make this an even Steven 20. Oh, I found it. Found it. Wow, that is bushy. Bam. Bing and Jason Lee. They ain't selling me shit. Asians, man, that's why they're on top of the charts and they are kings, because they ain't selling nothing at a discount, my boy. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's solar panel? Oh, that's solar panel. Like, oh, I ran into another. Dead end the houses. Dead end houses are very valuable. Got no neighbors. All right, guys, but that's going to be it for my driving for dollars. You guys know that I just come up here and show you guys, kick you in the butt a little bit, show some motivation so that you guys can go out there and do your own driving for dollars. It is easy. It is free. If you do not have Deal Machine, just get your ass up, walk. If you have a bike, use that bike. Bike around. Here in New York City, it's cold. I'll put on a ski mask, put on 2 hoodies, a coat, and get my biking. It's a good workout, and you're able to make money. Why not do 2-for-1 deal? Get your calories deficit in, and get your money up. Boom. But without further ado, I appreciate you guys tuning in again, and I'll see you guys next time.